26. And today we're gonna do some more front. We're gonna do some of the front. We'll worry about the roof after we've done the front. We'll do the roof last, because last time we did a back piece, but we did a large back piece. Today we're going to do a front piece. A big front piece, but not quite as big as that. So let's just grab our bits and some bricks. I want some smooth sandstone slabs, sandstone walls, waxed exposed chisel copper, sandstone, and probably some glass. I feel like I'm missing one of the big ones. Oh well. Right, we'll start with the bricks first. So we're going to add, let me double check my number, I wrote it down, where did it go? There it is, 59. 59, 59. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 56, 57, 58, and 59. Oh, I think we are a bit ahead of that one. That one. 59. Right, but we're not going to. We'll do this floor section in a bit because this is going to finish. So we're going to go all the way to the top. So, we'll grab a light grey terra concrete in. Step it down by 1. Okay, so fill in your bricks and pull out the roof. And I'm going to fast forward this bit, so I shall see you guys in a few. I'm just going to add 2 on this here. And I'm going to sort out our lines. Okay, our lines. So we need our wall. I see. What's that? That's blocks. I'm going to put that block there like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same over here. So we've got this line. I'm going to take that tool all the way across. The next line is a balcony, so we'll do that as and when we do it. We have another line here. Or do we? Hold on, let me double check which ones. So we have this line here and this line here, which is half balconies, but we're going to make the line anyway. So that is on that level. Let me double check that. Why is that uneven? Because that has an extra block and that one does not. Do we put in the extra block? I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I think we will, because it's a little off. We'll take that out, put in a break. Going to use the oak trapdoors. There we go. Now it's a bit more symmetrical. The wall. Let's stick some wall down there. That's better. Okay. Bit of tweaking there. Back to this. So the next one's level with the balcony here. I think we'll actually put a slab there too. That looks a lot better. Didn't realise that was quite so off, but now it works. So we've got another line here, lots of lines. 1 block below the copper. 1 block below the copper. One here. And then 1 just below that sandstone there. Ta-da! Let's do the top. Oh, can't see. Time. Let's set it to sunrise. So we can see, because I just want to make sure that we're lining up the way we might want to. So the wall goes on the stairs. Stairs, that's what we're missing. Smooth sandstone stairs. I knew there was something. Every other block. Brick wall, also every other block. And a slab on top of those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the bottom row, because the bottom was a little bit different because we've got windows and doors, so yeah, but then the rest of the rows are all the same as these, as is the windows at the top. So I'll do the bottom row with you, and then I'll do a column. We'll do the spacing, and then you can go away and do your own windows, because I suspect that will probably take us to the hour anyhow. What are we? Half an hour. A little bit less for you due to the fast forwards. Excuse me, kitty cats. Kitty cat's getting in the way. Sorry. So we'll do the bottom row. Damn. Because it gets quite repetitive with these windows. The rest of them are the same. They're all ones. Yeah. They're all the same now. I'm just double checking that they are actually all the same, because sometimes you group them in twos, sometimes you group them in threes, but all those groups are the same. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the bottom row instead. And there's 5 in between each of those, so there'll be 3, 5, 5, and theory 5, but we'll double check the spacing later on. Okay, so the first one is a space of 3, not a 5. Okay, so we're going to go down to the bottom. We're going to start off with our exposed chisel copper, and we're going to 2 windows. The first window is 3 blocks, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3. And the chisel, but the wall stays on the chisel, it's that one that comes off. So let's take those 3 off. So a block and a block, and is that 2 or 3? It's 3. Okay, so we want sandstone, copper, sandstone, copper, sandstone. And the middle with glass. There's one window. Also, I'm going to do another window, but it's going to have a 5 block gap instead of a 3 block gap. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sandstone. And copper. Let's get into that bit. Okay, now there is a drain pipe in this one. So let's go grab our drain pipe, which is our nether brick wall. That goes in the centre, all the way up. Go grab a hopper. So that's that one. What we're going to do now is we are going to grab our polished granite and we're going to pull this out past that window, and we're going to use the centre of the next gap, which is a 5, but it's not a window that's next, it's a door. So don't get carried away. What we're going to do is we're just going to put in our markers. In fact, let's grab a different marker. I've been advised that these work well as a marker. It makes it easier to count. 5, which it really does. So the middle of that would be this one. Whoops. I'm going to bring that in to there. We're then going to grab the black stained glass, pull that out. Again, if you want to take that drain pipe all the way down to the floor, you can. For those who are doing the interior, you probably should, because I suspect that wall will actually go all the way down too, but we've not done the interior. Okay, so now we want to grab the andesite, polished andesite. I'm going to bring that down and round. Now fill that in. I'm not going to do that with you just yet. You can take that all the way down to the end. Just do this bit. Okay, so you guys go fill that in. Now the archway to this next one is the same, so we're going to punch out all the way down to the floor with the copper. Put that wall back. 1, 2, 3. Sandstone, copper, sandstone, copper, sandstone. Just double check. Knock out all the stuff in the middle. I'm going to draw around the outside the way we normally do. Although, if you're doing interior, you might want to do polished andesite or whatever it is that you're doing for floor. I'm not going to mark out floors and that on this side just yet, not until we've done that interior arch. Then I might be able to mark some things out for you. Right, so we're going to go grab a few bits. We're going to keep our glass blocks, and we've got to go get back our glass box. So we've got glass panes, we want glass blocks too. We also want some blocks of dirt and the dead bush and the flowering azaleas. Oops, that's not it. Flowering azaleas. Trapdoors. We want a dark oak trapdoor. We want the mangrove fence because I forgot to put that bit on there. And I'm missing something. What am I missing? The door. The door is a mangrove door. Or is that a dark oak door? It's a dark oak door. Where do I want the door? Is that on? Which side is that on? I see. I want the door there. And glass blocks around the door because doors don't go to panes. And I've lost the panes. To the top. Now I am just going to fill in a tad bit more floor there. You guys have probably already done yours. Put a block of dirt there, a block of dirt there, bush on top, bush on top. Ta-da! Right, so now we are going to repeat these first two windows that we've got. So we should squeeze in another 3. So what I'm going to do is we're going to mark them out. So you want a gap of 5 in between them all, including that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is on the same level as the bush. Yep. 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Another 3. 1, 2. So 1, 2. This one. We're going to put in another drain pipe. So just before our last window there, in the middle bit. So repeat the first 2 windows and all those other windows that we've been doing on the bottom row there. Okay, so I'm going to come to this section now. Balcony all the way across. So the stairs are okay. So we're going to go for the peak of that window, one either side of that peak. It's the best place to start. Two, 3, and 4. So, am I right in thinking I put one in the middle there? I do. So, we're going to put in a 1, and then a 1 with a stair, then a 1, then a 1, then a 1 with a stair, then a 1, then a 1 with a stair, then a 1, and a 1, and a 1 with a stair. A 1 with a stair, then a 1, and a 1, and a 1 with a stair. So that should be the peak, the centre of the neck. No, that. Yep, that's raw. Yep. Go away. again, these big windows that we've got here repeat over there. I shall just do the spacing for them. So if I grab the wall, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then wall. And these are 3 blocks apart. What we're going to do is we're going to grab that too. Tell you what we're going to do, make it a bit easier. We're going to line up with that sandstone. We're going to line up with the middle there. Not a middle, is it? Yep. Double check that one. Yep. I'm going to do 2 blocks either side of that, then put in wall, 2 blocks or 3. That technically goes there. So again, copy those. One, 2. Oops. Again, if you're confident enough to use the copy paste commands, you can do so, but this is a small area, so make sure you double check, triple check every number, because if you make a mistake, you can make a mess. Oh, my mouse is being funny. Come on, stop it. Most of you guys know I'm jinxed for mouses by now. I've lost my middle. One, two. So you should have a 3-block gap in between each window there, which we do. And wall. Not forgetting the fence. All the way across. 2 blocks high. Next row. Where are we for time? Time. Oh, we're running out. But I think you guys get the idea now. Once you've got that first lot lined up, the rest line up. Yeah, so this, the diorite wall lines up with that copper, which you need to get your windows in first. But they all line up, and they all line up. It's just repeat all this that we've done here, repeat all that, put it all there. Let me double check those last windows. Those are 3 blocks, not 2 blocks. We've done 2 blocks. Poop. It's these windows we want, the 3. Okay, we shall do a window or 2 at the top row, because the top row is not the same as that. Just to be awkward and complicated, it wants to be different. Okay, so we're going to line up the middle of that to the middle of that to the middle of that to the middle of that. So what I'm going to do, very briefly, I'm going to draw a line that goes up the middle. So there's our centre, there, and 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 there. See, that's the centre of the windows. In fact, that might be a good idea to do. If you do that all the way along, you know you're all going to line up. The middle of each window lines up with the middle of each window. Okay, so we're going to go onto this one. I'm going to place a nothing. Wall. Going to have to get rid of that now. Is that on behind? It's behind. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So lines up with that. 2. Fill the glass. I think that's an excellent idea, that. Why did I not think of that before? So I'm just going to line it all up. Just makes it a bit easier to make sure you've got everything lining up the way you want it all lining up. And once you're done, get rid of the green blocks. Now, if I'm right, the centre of these roof windows also line up. So when we have the andesite wall in the middle, that is the middle of the window. So that's the middle of that window. Yep. Yep. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, excuse me, puppy. Thank you. Just going to line all this bit up. One, two on the third one. In fact, let's grab some andesite wall. One, two on the third one. So one above. That's the centre of your windows. So repeat windows there. I would do it all with you, but that would take us another 2 episodes, I think. Whereas we've done these many times before now. Well, so I'll leave you guys to do all your windows. Again, you can use the copy paste commands if you're feeling brave enough. Just make sure you double check everything, because if you make a mistake, then you got a lot of fixing to do. Next time we'll finish the roof, we'll put the chimneys in and we'll do the marks on the roof. There's usually like skylights and bits like that, so we'll do that. And I think then next time we might do some at the front out here. Start building this up and over. Okay, yeah, so next time we'll work out at the front. Okay guys, so make sure you check out the links in the description for other tutorial series such as Hogwarts Hogsmeade, Pancras Station and many others. There's also a link to our Discord server, Potter's Nights. If anybody has any questions at all, please just come ask your questions. You'll get an answer faster there than you will on YouTube. If you want to show off your builds, come show off your builds. Or if you just want to say hi, come say hi. Hello. And that's it from me for today. So until next time guys, take care of yourselves, like and subscribe.